Hello everybody, what's going on? My name is Marley, and I cannot speak for shit. And welcome to some gameplay, which I have here. And I don't know why I did that twice. That was my fault. Stupid editing. I'm a bit thick, you know. Some footage I have of a game that is called WarZ. I've acquired this footage from somewhere on the internet, which I've forgotten. And I'm pretty sure it's legit. I'm hoping it's legit. It should be legit. And I'm watching it as you watch it at the same time. I've watched it once or twice. And basically, WarZ. I mean, come on. This is a game, I believe it's been developed by ICE. Oh, there it is. Look, IGN. There's an IGN watermark. There you go. That's where I got this from. Oh, I remember now. It's been a while. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. Yeah, so the game is called WarZ, which is pretty obviously a pun on Daisy. I know that a game at this point in development, I know it's in alpha stages. I mean, maybe they could have whipped it up in the time that Daisy's been out, but this looks like it's been in development slightly longer than that, and maybe the idea was already there, but then because of the big crazy, you know, sort of stuff that's been going on because of Daisy, they've decided to change it up and do some stuff. And right here, that reminds me, it's EA, and I because that I've seen that, and that's a Crisis 2 the gun thing. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know if that's appropriate for this kind of game, like that pop-up gun, flippy customization thing. I don't really think that's, maybe they're trying to do their own thing with it, but I just feel like I don't know if that'd go with this sort of survival game. I don't know if that quick swapping weapons thing something I'd like. I like it in a game. I think it's an awesome thing to have in a game, but I don't know if it fits this type of game. So as for the rest of the game, you can see in the top right, they've got their little vision and sort of hearing meter, like how loud you are to other people and zombies and how much vision they have on you. And it seemed a bit jacked up at this. It doesn't actually seem like the appropriate values, or at least that's what I think. So like, you know, you can see loads, but you can hear very little. I'm like, is that really like correct in the woods? Surely you'd they'd have less vision on you and more sound because you're walking on, you know, this loud surface like running. And secondly, you know, laser sights on AKs, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but the weaponry in this, I don't really find it appropriate. It just seems, I don't like it. That's my personal taste. I'm entitled to that. You can think what you want to think, but other than that, you have ammo in the bottom right, as it always is. You have a time up in the bottom, the top left. Just useless at everything. You have time up in the top left. Like and a date and everything, which tells me that this is, I mean, I like that as a feature. I think that's going to be showing you that this goes on over a long period of time, and it probably tracks your character's life and stuff like that. And then in the bottom left, top left, bottom left, Jesus, my head, it's been a long day, okay? You have a little health meter and your guy with health, and I presume some symbols. I don't know what they mean, but some people will. And I think, yeah, this guy here, I don't know what was wrong with him, but your boy could not aim. Look at this. I mean, like, that's telling me two things. Either the guy who was using this is a little bit messed up with the mouse, or the guns actually sort of jerk about quite a bit, which I think is kind of cool. I'd like it to be really difficult to make shots. I think that'd be kind of awesome. It'd be kind of cool. So yeah, it's looking like a pretty sweet game so far. I mean, I think it'd be great to have an actual game that isn't a mod in this category, but I also know that they're meant to be making a Daisy actual game, and I know I'm comparing the two, and I guess you could say that I shouldn't, but when you call your game WarZ, and there's a fully fledged mod out there called Daisy, I mean, like, it's just blatant that they've used that name there. I mean, you could argue that they've been developing it before that, but even if they were developing it before that, or before Daisy came out, the name is something that they can change, and they, you know, can sort of modify at any time, you know? It's not like the name is like really imprinted in there. And also this guy, I don't know what it is, but the way I mean, I know this is very, very pre-alpha, they said. It's like it's really, really before the game is actually released, but like some of the gameplay just seems a bit sketchy, but I'm going to put that down to the game being in an alpha. I've played games in alpha before. I know what to expect from a game in an alpha, and I can understand that black screen, that, you know, that is just alpha stuff. This should not be taken as what the end product for the game will be like. It'll be a lot better. Like, one thing that I noticed is the sound here sounded really sort of just slightly out of sync, and that was so annoying. And that was a real wake up for me as to actually how much a small thing like that really annoys me in game. Like, if the sound of you walking doesn't seem like it's appropriate, or it's like going too fast, that will really annoy me. Maybe I'm just weird. Also, the guy pulls out some flares here. Excuse me. Oh man, the guy pulls out some flares, and I think what he was doing is showing off the lighting. Yeah, I think he was showing off the lighting because I'm not sure what he was doing with the flares. Because flares in this, it seemed like they'd be used for a distraction or something like that. But your boy, I think he's trying to show off the lighting that the game offers, and it was pretty cool. I mean, graphically, this game seems pretty nice. It seems like it's a solid kind of graphic style. You know, it's that realistic, pretty decent. Everything looks quite good kind of look. And yeah, it looks nice. And overall, it seems like a pretty solid package. I'm not sure what the game's going to offer with regards to like multiplayer and stuff. Whether it'll be like a single player thing, where you literally just piss around in single player, which seems boring. Hopefully, what it'd be is like a multiplayer thing. Where I'm thinking like 100 people on a map, which is like pretty big. So you say you've got like a 10-mile map or something. You've got 100 people on it. That seems like it could be an appropriate kind of size. You'd be running into a lot of player contact. Maybe larger than that. Maybe sort of, maybe like a 50-mile map and like 100, 200 people, something like that. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting. It'd be nice to see it. I wonder if this, I imagine a full game like this would be coming out on console as well. I wonder how they do that. That's something that I'd be sort of curious to see how they did something like that, because that's kind of more the bit that I'd be curious about. Like on PC, obviously you can just run this on servers and it'd work fine, but on a console, how would you set up this? Would you run servers that people can join, or like I'd be curious to see how they do it. Anyway, that's nothing for me to worry about. But yeah, the game seems cool. Hope you've enjoyed watching the footage that I have. It's not, I don't know, I feel like they could have done something a bit more. I mean, like, I guess it is survivalist gameplay, and they showed off like basically you just sort of in the woods, and then you take in a small little camp and killing 2 zombies. But I'd like to see maybe what happens when there's a few more zombies, or maybe when you find another player if it is multiplayer. Like, I think that'd be interesting. I'd like to see how the real zombies react. So far, what the zombies have done is stood. That's what the zombies have done so far. But thanks for watching. My name's Marley, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.